Some more details came out. So Meghan Markle made and of course, you all know Meghan Markle, right? The Duchess of Sussex, okay, married to Prince Harry, the son of Charles and Diana, right? Princess Diana, Prince Charles. It's a whole European thing, an England thing, right? She's been married to Prince Harry. They've had, I think, 2 children, I believe. And the truth is, she does tend to get bullied in the press a lot. I'm not even going to lie about that. But this really, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of made me think a little bit different. I ain't even going to lie to you, okay? And I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. I'm going to tell you why. Now, Meghan Markle made a recent trip down to Uvalde, Texas, and this trip has sparked controversy, okay, all over social media. Now, we all are aware that on May 24th, earlier this week, Salvador Ramos, an 18-year-old, shot and killed 19 children and 2 educators inside Robb Elementary School in Uvalde before he was then killed, right? An hour later. Over an hour later, I might add. And that's a whole nother story in itself. But Meghan Markle made her way down to this very small Texas town and okay, I'm going to just say this. She donated blood and food, along with visiting the memorials of the 21 people who passed away in this massacre. Some have praised her, and some have condemned her and have called this a straight-out PR stunt. Let me tell you what one user on Twitter had to say about this, and I quote, "I never paid much attention to Meghan Markle till today. She had the audacity to show up in Uvalde, Texas to pay her respects, along with her bodyguards and a horde of photographers. No class at all. It's all about her," end quote. Another very angry Twitter user said, quote, "Sorry, this was a tragic event and she has used it as a photo opportunity. Meghan Markle, she needs to visit her seriously incapacitated father instead, always seeking self-publicity," end quote. Here's the thing. I'm going to show you a photo, one that you may not have seen across social media. And that is Meghan Markle's personal photographers that she brought with her while she posed in front of these crosses that were erected to memorialize the 21 that were killed. And I say massacred is a much better word to use, okay? This is Meghan Markle posing in front of these crosses. She had brought her own photography team. And, of course, bodyguards. She needed bodyguards in the little old town of Uvalde, a town of 16,000 people in the last census. It's not like every single news media outlet in the world isn't already there, right? Every news outlet in the entire world is in Uvalde, Texas right now. Meghan Markle, knowing that there would be news journalists there, photographers, she shows up, okay, in a t-shirt, jeans, and some tennies with her own personal photographers, okay? Pay your respects by posing for photos and then releasing said photos to the media. On top of the fact, now, a lot of times people would look at this, right, and think, oh, what a nice, beautiful thing that she's done. And, you know, she got on a plane and she flew all the way from California, right? She flew all the way from her mansion in California. Have you seen any other celebrities doing this? Have you even seen any other huge celebrities? You know why? Let me tell you something. Do you know why celebrities don't show at things like this? Because there's two sides to the coin when it comes to being famous, okay? And the truth is, a person's genuine, nice gesture, even if they're a celebrity, they were to come in the middle of the day while the sun is shining high, 12 noon o'clock, right? The sun is shining high. They know that their presence could potentially bring unwanted type attention, right? But see, I can almost get over that, right? I see a celebrity coming in with, you know, in a t-shirt and jeans and tennies, okay? But you got the whole baseball hat thing going on, right? I may just look past that. They're just showing their grief. But see, it was the whole, she brought her own team of photographers for me, okay? She brought her own team of photographers, of course, while flanked by her bodyguards. Okay. Not fucking cool. She had prepared statements for the media and everything. This was completely planned and plotted all the way out. Okay? It's fucking disgusting. But see, again, I could have very much so looked past seeing a photo of Meghan Markle, okay, standing in front of these crosses. I could have easily gotten past that, right? My question is, did she meet any of the parents? Did she try to meet any of the parents? And why would you bring photographers? Why would you bring even one photographer, Meghan? Seriously, though. Why would you even bring one? I think that the criticism that the Duchess of Sussex is getting is very, very fair in this case. And I don't think she's being bullied. I would say that if it wasn't for the fact that she brought her own photographers, okay? Plural. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, wow, that is just really, really, really sick. Really disgusting. Okay. Unfortunate. And it makes me look at Meghan Markle in a whole different way. It really does. Man, the tragedy of this massacre, okay? We're talking about heart-wrenching stories coming out daily. A child who told her story talked about how she had to cover herself with her classmates' blood so that the shooter would think she was dead. We watched a 6 long minute, harrowing minutes of video footage of parents that were being held back by police. And then to top it all off, the NRA decides that they're going to go ahead with their convention today down in Houston, Texas. It's about 250, 300 miles east of where this massacre happened. One that very well could have been prevented for many reasons. And one while right now, I mean, literally, the entire world, every eye in the world is on Uvalde, Texas right now. You've got the police coming out, even the Texas Department of Public Safety holding very tense press conferences. You could feel the tension from the presser earlier today. And then Greg Abbott, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, okay, he decides to come out today and say that he was misled, okay? See, that's the problem with always wanting to be first. There's a lot of people that always want to be the first one. I got to be the first one to break that story. I got to be the first one. You ask some who made it an art form to be the first to report on stuff, and I bet you they'll tell you good reasons why it's not good to be always first. But this here, it was the personal photographers for me. I think this was a PR stunt. I think it's the most disgusting, clout-chasing PR stunt that I've ever seen a celebrity even attempt to do. Unbelievable. And if you had any questions, okay, this is one of the 4 photos that Meghan Markle took in front of those crosses while her photographer was snipping and snapping while she posed in front of those crosses. This woman posed in front of these crosses like it was some kind of photo op. I think, Meghan, you are absolutely detached from reality. And whether or not you had good intentions, you should issue an apology. If you want, blame it on the fact that your fame attracted too much unwanted attention. But you owe every single parent, loved one, family member a fucking apology. This is detached from reality. This is absolutely and utterly disgusting. My God. Is that what this has come to? This woman has all the fame in the world she could ever want, right? She could literally call up any newspaper agency in the world that she wanted to get any story out, anything that she ever wanted. Why did we even have to see a photo of you doing this, Meghan? You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. If you are actually doing this out of the kindness of your heart, the last thing you're going to want to do is take a photo opportunity and pose like it's some sort of, like you're at a birthday party taking a photo or something for your memories. Just wow. And I don't care how many people you get to make statements saying that they didn't know who you were and you came in and didn't even announce yourself and you were setting up drinks and chips and that you donated 2 crates of food and stuff. Let me tell you something. That is a 90% Hispanic community. The last thing they needed was your donation of food. Do you hear me? Y'all ever been to a party that's a Hispanic party? Oh my God. The last thing you need to do is bring any groceries. All of a sudden, you got volunteer people saying stuff like, oh, I didn't even know it was her until after she left. Sure. Is that why you're sitting there taking a staged photo with her? You kidding me? You kidding me? What? What? A joke. Look at this staged. She literally sat there, bent down in front of this cross, and waited for that photographer to click the button. Oh my God, girl. Is this what it's come to? Hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Heaven Sent, Janet Dunbar, Third Eye. Much love. I'm just like, and when I seen this, I started thinking, about how, let me see how many we got over. Yeah, okay. So, I got to thinking, right, about just even my situation in whatever you want to call this, right? Of course they're gonna put an advertisement in it. Let me take it out. I got to sort of thinking about this thing called internet fame, right? And here's the thing. People like me, we come up, right? We do our commentary. And after a few years, we get pretty damn good at it, right? And we start to build a rapport. And we start to build I'm going to call it a fan base, because that is what it is, right? And of course, with that comes haters, right? And the truth is, internet fame or clout, whatever you want to call it, some people go absolutely crazy trying to get just a piece of it. Right? The truth is, the best famous people to me are the ones that didn't ask for it. Right? The ones that didn't aspire to do just that. Sometimes you can get a little blinded in the things that you do in your quest to become internet famous, right? And it becomes an ego thing for some people. And with the fans comes haters, all right? And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, your haters make you absolutely great, okay? And your haters may sit up every day, all day long, obsessed with you, okay? They're so obsessed. They've got pictures of you in their phone, in their devices. They're uploading it, taking up disk space, okay? On their cloud storage, on their StreamYard storage, okay? Because they gotta look at you every chance they get. Right? And then they'll start trying to dig a grave for you, right? They'll start trying to dig a grave for you when they should have been digging one for themselves, right? And they'll like, I'm going to take that son of a bitch down. I'm going to take that bitch down. I'm going to take her all the way down. But the truth is, you're not taking anybody down. You're only lifting me up. And to all you other people, right? You influencers, you so-called influencers, you internet famous people. It's funny to me when I start seeing all these other people, right? When you start seeing yourself in other people, that gets very interesting. And when you start getting recognized, when you go out in public, then you damn well better know that you've reached some sort of whatever they call internet fame, okay? When you can go to another country, to an island of a couple million people and be recognized without saying a word while you're sitting next to your family and they're looking at you like, and I'm looking at them like, what do you want me to do? When you start getting recognized in other places, in other countries, then you know you've reached some level of whatever they call this internet fame, this clout thing. And you know what's really interesting from my bird's eye view? Because that's exactly what it is. It is a bird's eye view. Because I'm way high, flying in the sky. I'm sitting up on my throne. Shout out to Queen's Throne, by the way. And shout out to Concealed Ringleader as well. I just wanted to say that. You'll be sitting in the chair that you're used to sitting in, right? While other people, they sit down, they try to chop the chair down, right? They try to pull you down. Some of them, they're literally, when you get into this thing called internet fame and you become well known all over the world on the internet for whatever it is that you do, there's going to be people. There's going to be people that are going to, because basically what ends up happening, all right, is as you move along and you start learning this thing called clout, fame, whatever. Number one, I'm a normal person like anybody else, right? I put my pants on one leg at a time. But these people out here, they live in a virtual reality, right? And they start looking at you like you're like some invincible cartoon character or something, right? They start looking at you like, you are basically a celebrity. And I've heard some even say that, right? And you know that you got people really pressed and bothered when they're literally hitting the live button 50,000 times a day to voice their hate for you, right? And when they don't have anything to attack you with, they'll reach around and try to attack things around you, right? But here's the thing. To you other influencers out there, you will deal with this. This will be something you will deal with. Number one, I'm going to give you 2 rules. Or 3 really, but 2 off top that you need to definitely live by. When people come out here and threaten your life, don't play with them. Don't even go back and forth with them. They couldn't say what they needed to say without having to threaten to kill you or threaten your life or, want harm to come your way. It's time just to, right? It becomes a firm, like, I don't even know who you are type shit, right? Because, that just, for one, it's like, it's a clout move that a lot of people try to use, right? And it's a way, it's like, oh, well, I'm not getting the attention that I want this way, so I'm going to do this or say this because I know she'll talk about it, right? And that's going to give me attention, right? But it ain't good attention. Don't even play with it. Get it to law enforcement and let them deal with the criminal matter. And then you're going to have to get really familiar with cease and desist. And you're going to have to be ready to see that cease and desist all the way through, right? That's the 2 main things. People get so comfortable where they're threatening you with bodily harm and death and stuff, not even considering the fact that they could be hit by a truck tomorrow, right? They could walk into the grocery store tomorrow and be shot down, right? But see, these people, they look at us vloggers as if we're cartoon characters, like we're not real people, right? So they think that they can just keep tossing their venom and their hatefulness and their hatred and their lies, okay? Like I said, when they get to that part, right, where they're literally trying to threaten you, okay, give it to police, let them deal with it. And then from a civil perspective, there's a cease and desist. And if they don't want to, cooperate with that, then it's court. And just a little advice for those of you out here who have absolutely nothing to lose. You don't have a job, okay? Your job is spending all your energy trying to get a welfare check, okay? Welfare check, food stamps, social security checks, government type, income or whatever. Don't think that can't be hemmed up, right? You get into civil court with someone, you sue that person, and you come after that person. You put a restraining order on them, right? You come after them in civil court. There are things that can be done. Just know that. You don't have to sit there and let somebody use you like you're some virtual punching bag just because their life is fucked up, just because their life sucks ass, right? They can come up with excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Don't make no difference, right? They'll never take responsibility for the things that they've said or the things that they've done. They'll sit out there and they'll just lie straight to your face. No, I never did that. No, I never doxed you. No, I never attacked you or your children. Okay. But then when you give them this work, right? They cry to the heavens. They cry to the heavens, right? They scream as loud as they can. Then it gets to a point, right, when it will come, when they realize that it would have been better the other way. That part, Brimley. Be independent and rely on your own self. People only, you can have your own peace and joy in your life. Yeah. Let me tell you, when you see people spending months on you every day, when they're dedicating hours of their time just to talk about you, number one, all it's going to do is drive people to you, for one. Just make sure you don't return the favor. Even if you do, go off one or two times, right? Once you say what you have to say, you let it be what it will be. But the last thing you have to do is justify yourself to anybody out here. You don't owe anybody an explanation for how you live your life, period. And the truth is, if you were to turn a magnifying glass on them and you turn it around and you highlight their shitty life, it's worse than yours could have ever been, times 10. And it tells me who's the celebrity and who's not. Because I'm not spending a considerable amount of time out here talking about anybody like that, right? But you can tell where that thirstiness, right? Where that thirstiness, that they need to quench their thirst so bad. Anything, just to get a piece, just a tiny little piece of that clout that you have. And so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, okay? I'm not out here to clout chase anybody into the fucking abyss for clicks and views. I just do my content, all right? And I get clicks and views from just doing my actual content. And not in a million years will I ever ever stoop down off my throne, out of my bird's eye view. I'm never going to stoop down off my throne with no fucking bald mouth, bald headed, crack ass, crack bitch who threw her children to the fucking system. Period. So read whatever you want to read out of that. Okay? Period. And that's it. Bramley. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they don't miss a beat. Okay? They don't miss a beat. To some, I mean, it was kind of shocking to me a little bit when you're on this side of it, right? And I try to be considerate to the fact that well, let me be honest. I cannot say that I know what it feels like in a quest for clicks and views. I got to be honest. I don't know what that feels like. I've always just did my content, and whoever synced the videos. Okay, that's just how I've always operated. And I think because I've operated that way, maybe God has just blessed me. But I'm only going to get bigger. I'm only going to grow. And there's not a single person in this world that will ever take me down, take me out. The only time I'll be taken down and out is when I die. And for those that keep trying to wish death upon me, okay, they want me to die so soon. They should be careful what they talk and what they wish into existence, because it could be very well them, right? And I mean, what else do I really have to say? I don't even, the truth is, here's the other thing to you influencers out here. Don't even listen to the shit. If you've got a few haters, okay, and when you see some of them, all the haters are there. They all follow like a hate train, right? Like a choo-choo train. Literally, don't even take your time. Don't even spend 5 minutes of your time listening or paying attention to that dumbass shit. There's no reason to poison or let that type of dark, evil shit into your mind, because regardless or not, I've never seen a clout chaser that attacks people ever really make it to the big time. And the truth is, I'm in a level all by my motherfucking self. But at the same time, there are levels to this, right? You can tell a newbie when you see a newbie, right? And I'll just leave it at that. I mean, truth is, I'm where I'm at, okay? God has blessed me to do this. I don't come out here and ask for people to subscribe. I don't ask for people to even like the video. I am whatever you say I am. And there's not a motherfucking thing that any other human being has ever done in this world that impacts Leak U. Leak U is going to keep pushing. And I'm going to only get bigger and bigger and bigger. The more that people talk about me, the more I'm going to be up in that algorithm. And I got to say, the views haven't been too shiesty over here lately. But I said that to say, Meghan Markle, shame on you. Shame. Until next time.